But yeah, anything I can get involved in with boxing. My goal has always to have a legacy in this sport. Now, being famous or being recognised as I cross the street, that has never been a priority of mine. I've never tried to do anything to sort of make me stand out in a broader public. I just want to be very, very, very well known in boxing, just because that will allow me to, one, make the most out of my career, and two, also for the fighters that I work with.
Okay.
Finally, we've got hold of Sonny.
Sonny Edwards.
We've been trying to get you for months, weeks, days and years.
I'm quite easy to get hold of, man. You can't even
Yeah. How's things? How's life going right now?
Yeah, things going good. Can't complain too much. My career is going well. My fighters are all in good positions. So you just mentioned Ish.
Yeah.
Very exciting day for him right now. I don't think we can talk about it too much, but there'll be hopefully an announcement real soon about that. Also got one of the young fighters I work with, Giorgio Visioli. I'll be in his corner. Yeah, I'll be in his corner on Saturday night. Very, very excited about him.
Yeah.
He can punch very hard in a deceptively quick and explosive manner, but he's also a very, very intricate and meticulous boxer. So I don't know, I've been really encouraging him because I think how much attention he's garnishing so early, he's probably going to get accelerated maybe quicker than we thought at first. So I would like to see him getting in some rounds this week. I mean, his last two fights have been 1 round job, 2 round job, been in absolute control, and the first time he really landed, the fight was over. So we matched him with this one, a 6-3 lad, looks tough, looks game, 6 years older than him. So yeah, a winning record, sorry, and someone that's going to come and have a go, because I feel like that's how you get the best out of young prospects, rather than someone that's just in there to survive. But yeah, Giorgio's one I'm definitely looking forward to, as well as all of my fighters really. But yeah, today I'm here representing Giorgio and then doing some over Ish, and yeah, they're 2 fighters I'm really proud to be behind at this very stage.
What I like about you, you're not just a fighter, you're an entrepreneur. You're a manager, promoter, you know where your life's going after your career, right?
Do you know, I think I get a lot of spare time. Obviously, I've managed to know how much time my boxing, my actual career takes. So I've kind of tried filtering in as much boxing related stuff. I like doing a lot of the commentary, I like doing a lot of the media stuff. I'm usually at the shows anyway, so like just now earlier I was on the DAZN. It's because I'm just here and they always drag me on. It's like I'll be there anyway, and not for that reason. That's why I'm never normally dressed for the occasion. But yeah, anything I can get involved in with boxing. My goal has always to have a legacy in this sport. Now, being famous or being recognised as I cross the street, that has never been a priority of mine. I've never tried to do anything to sort of make me stand out in a broader public. I just want to be very, very, very well known in boxing, just because that will allow me to, one, make the most out of my career, and two, also for the fighters that I work with.
I love that.
So yeah, I'm in a great position. I'm very grateful to live the life that I do. I've spent nearly 20 years, over 19, nearly 20 years in January, training boxing, living, eating, sleeping, breathing, going to boxing shows every week. Even as a kid, we used to go to every amateur shows, ABAs, the finals that we weren't even in, different ages that we weren't even in. I've always spent my whole life following the circus of boxing, and I can't see it ever really stopping.
You're paying forward, like you're not just, you're blessing a lot of people, you're helping a lot of people as well. Using your knowledge and experience to help other fighters.
Do you know what it is? Yeah, I feel like there's a big gap between clean-hearted, fresh-faced young amateurs. I feel like they get to the door of the pros, and usually it's the first one that opens it, is the first one that gets them in a contract, the first one that guides their career. And there's more people that can open a door that haven't really got any leverage or can actually really develop or build a boxer, or even know boxing well enough to really navigate a fighter's professional career. However, the standard of access level to be able to consider yourself a manager and get people to sign contracts is that of very, very low. So anyone can sort of do it. If you can convince someone to sign a contract, that gives a percentage of your earnings to them for a period of time, and you have to, you sign a contract, you have to stand that contract. So I don't know, I really try and be there for fighters for advice. There's a lot of fighters that sort of come to me asking how to navigate, asking for advice, and even though I work with fighters, one thing I'll never do is try and offer my services. I feel like I like a fighter coming with their own mind and decision and go, hey, would you be interested in anything? And then that's where the conversation goes from there. So every fighter I'm behind, I've never pitched to, I've never sales, I've never sent a message like, oh, let's have a chat. I'll be real, I'll offer free advice and I'll give it 100%, because my name and my face, you can only exist once. So my name in boxing has got to mean something. So even if that's in private conversations when I'm giving my honest assessment of a fighter, I will be 100% honest. Now, it doesn't mean I give a slight negative or slight positive spin when I want to, but I will always stand on my whatever I tell anyone, because it matters. I can't tell someone that someone's a great fighter when they're not, or tell them that they're not a great fighter when they are, even if I don't like them. But it's the facts and how I try to conduct my business, and so far I think so good.
I really like what you're doing there. Looking after fighters, putting a lot into fighters, and that's what fighters need, someone to can trust. Because in this game, it's really hard to trust management, with the politics and stuff.
Yeah, and I think unfortunately there's a lot of people that just approach professional boxing with a financial standpoint. I'm here for love, especially whilst my career is going on. My management side of things isn't a small percentage of my overall of the year. So it's not a stress to me, it's not something that has to work or doesn't work. I make a very, very good living of myself getting in the ring, but whilst I'm at the shows and getting in the ring and having conversations with the biggest promoters or TV networks, my friends that are good fighters can definitely funnel through me and get the same benefit of me, my experience and my network. And I never do anything all myself. Every fighter I work with, say Ish behind him, his manager is Lee Eaton. Lee Eaton's his manager, I'm his confidant, I'm his advisor, his right hand man, whatever he needs, whatever problem that he might get pop up, I've got him.
See, I like that, because you're setting an example out there for the other boxers, so when they're just about to finish their career, they can go into management. Don't come out of the boxing game, because when you come out of the boxing game, some boxers, they get the mental health, they get some mental health or issues or whatever, and this is good where you can develop, your management skills, your training skills.
The reason I wanted to inject, I just want to rewind a little bit about us, so you understand why we appreciate it. So we come from the Ingles camp.
Okay.
So we were there in the 90s around Naz, Johnny Nelson, Ryan Rhodes, all the top boys. My career didn't go the way it should have gone because I wasn't looked after management wise. I came out of a the reason I connected with your boy today, Giorgio, is because I was a Wackos champion like him.
Oh, okay.
All the kickboxing tournaments, British, Commonwealth, European, world champion at that. With Pele Reid, then on an English team, Brennan Ingles scouted me, come to boxing, no amateur record, wanted to turn me pro straight away. 17 years old, get scared, get into this predicament where I'm stalling, signing a contract with him. Ended up falling out with Brendan because Naz fell out with him. Ended up going over to Howard Rainey, signing a contract there. Howard Rainey then falls out with Dennis Hobson, so I get backtracked again, and then I fell off. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So really appreciating what you're doing, because what you're doing is you're in the game, you're recognising the game, and you're seeing where the loopholes and the gaps.
Yeah, and I feel like there's actually something I'm working on. I'm not going to go too much into it yet, but I feel like that space, like I mentioned before, if there was something that fighters could, have access to I don't know, understand someone's experiences, opinions, things that people think they should be able to look out for. Because like I said, when you get there green, you have no idea. You have no idea what professional boxing is, how it works. Once you've been there 10 years and you've been in enough conversations and you've dealt with fights and you've been involved in world title fights and headline shows and networks, and you start seeing how everything breaks down, and you learn a lot from from the other people around you as well, which I always like doing. I have a lot of people that have always trusted in my opinion on things. So quite early on, I'm seeing contracts that I would have no reason to see. I'm helping negotiate contracts that people wouldn't even know that I was involved in the conversation of. So from very early, I've tried to gather as much evidence and gather as much knowledge and experience of how this boxing world works. And I feel like until you've done it, I'm 19 years deep into this right now. I'm very all in, and I'm still finding new things every single day. I wouldn't for 1 second believe I'm in a position to take full reign of someone's career. I wouldn't feel comfortable to. There is some real sharks in the waters, and I am, I'm a swordfish at the moment. I'm cutting through. I'm still got my career on, but I don't pretend that I know everything. I don't pretend that I can really sit in a room on the same shoulder level as the promoters and the biggest. No, you have to work with them. It's synergy. It's all about finding who matches up with your endeavours and with your vision, and see who can really get behind it. And I think it's very important, because for each fighter, every different corner is different, whether it's a gym, a trainer, promoters, managers. Very important.
That's the kind of thing we're doing at the moment, similar, because we're new to the podcast game, but we're going around and being friends and trying to work with each other and learn from everybody. You know what I mean?
So we go around the country doing the podcast, and we realise calling people up and trying to get people podcasts is harder. So we said we need to go this way. Get on this seat. Get on this seat.
Like you.
Easy to get issue because it's from Leeds. We're from Leeds. Reached out to him, and we go through our contacts, and we just box Barry in into a podcast in June. But we needed to be on a circuit so people knew who we are and what we're doing. We found from the podcast, I'm talking to fighters, I'm a qualified nutritionist, and constantly people saying, can you have a nutrition, can you have a nutrition? So I took Eko Esserman on, Ezreal's fighting Ben Whittaker, took him on because he's going to need help. That's a hard fight he's going in, so if I can get him at least on point with his weight, these are gaps that are...
Yeah, for real, and I feel like every boxer has something they're missing out on. I feel like anyone around boxers that genuinely care about supporting them, it's very easy for someone that's just a friend and wants to be around for the experience to start picking up 1, 2 or 3 of the jobs they need, whether that's running to dry cleaning, whether it's helping make some content, whether it's help sell tickets, whether it's help with nutrition, cook some meals, drop it from there to there, make sure if people really want to support someone's ride, there's probably a lot of people they can get behind early, and if you get behind a good person, they will see the value in you and make sure that you're always in part of the team and in the right place. I think I'm going through that now, where I wanted to get the best and wanted to get all the best people working with me and behind me, and then you realise that they don't really see it as like a personal mission. They see it as just their profession, their career, and you get treated as such. You see the times, but then I've changed my approach to my career a little bit, and I've taken people with very, 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 very good skills outside of boxing, put them around me in boxing, and now I'm being the bridge, and I'm turning people into nutritionists and content creators that can just become an all-in-one camp, and then the delivery of what service they're giving is every bit as good, because it's got actual heart and passion into it, than someone that's just trying to pick up a £200-300 a day. If you build the right team around you, I generally think the world is your oyster, and I think we unfortunately live in a world these days.
Need help.
We live in a world these days where society and maybe media and everything else in between has made us believe that we walk out into a world that is full on inundated with danger. We used to live in tribes, in jungles, in villages, 100 meter square foot surrounding area, and we weren't even as scared of the lions and the tigers that were surrounding us as we go outside and we think someone with a hoodie up or everyone with a tracksuit, or it's really sad, especially if you ask women what their opinion of this world and when they walk around. We live in a world where there's not much trust. People are always trying to do each other dirty because they're seeing the world as the way they see the world. But I don't know, I just try and see good in people, and if you pick the right people and build the right team, then there is no breaking it, because that love, that genuine organic love and organic gratitude that comes from starting something together and going all the way through together, that's usually overpowering more than a slight increase or a slight better situation. And I think I just think the world needs to wake up a little bit and stop hating each other. I think that's one of the biggest issues right now.
That's where we're coming from.
Wow, you just opened about 30 conversations in that one conversation.
I'm a very deep person.
But I like that.
Good.
You're doing exactly how I felt after I got out of boxing. What I love about what you're doing, you're in the middle of it doing it. Does that make sense?
No, I appreciate
and that takes, because you've got your own career, so that takes, you know what I mean? But it's natural to you because when we talked to Ishi and we talked to him before, what we've heard about you is you're very authentic and very natural. Yeah, and I think the reputation of a person is more important than the person at times.
Well, your legacy is how you make people feel, not what you did for them, not what you got them, gave them.
Yeah.
The reality doesn't matter, it's how you made them feel around the situation. That's your legacy. They're the ripples that will go on around you in water that you haven't even seen before. So, you know, everything you do matters, every conversation you have matters, like this one. You two now, first time meeting me, heard some things about me and some stories about me. After this conversation might go forward now, and then in every conversation you have about me, it'd be a positive one. Now, if when you come and ask me for an interview, I went, what's your channel? Oh, no, I've not heard that before. Now sound. You would have gone away for the rest of your life, the rest of your days. Any conversation you had about me, going, he's a bit of a prick him, and that's just the reality. So everything you do matters. Every conversation you do matters. And like I said, your legacy, really your position in this world, is how you make people feel.
Well, we spoke to you a lot. We always ask you all the time on different press conferences, but we finally got you. I know you're a busy man. So we didn't say that. We said, you know what, we'll get him next time. He'll come next time. And he knows the people we know, because like obviously I know, you know, Lyndon and all that.
One thing I'll say is, I don't have it in my heart to say no to an interview. So when someone comes up to me and goes, oh, have you got a second for an interview? Unless I actually haven't, I'll do the interview. I haven't, because I haven't got it in me to say no.
Appreciate anyway.
We get it. We've been around 40 years. We were around Naz when Naz was like...
Yeah, I'm good friends with Naz's sons, man. I'm good friends. I've been on holiday. Adam and Sammy. Adam and Sammy.
Well, I trained at Pat Barrett's with Pat back in the days with Robin Reed and all. That's when I started out. So I know about the people.
I watch your lives all the time because we've done Mario recently.
Yeah. Oh, okay, so Mario,
I'm going to spiral your lives with Mario and Lyndon come on. They're funny. Who's that guy who just pops up and he go back with the phone?
No. Let's not give him no.
You're not going to give him no.
Shout out Clint Chambers, man. He was created by Toxic Tuesday, so we've made this monster. But I'll be real, man. Clint's okay. I don't think he's alright in the head, but he's alright, man. He's just got probably a lot of issues and a lot of demons, and he's trying to find a way to like catharsis is what I would call it. He's trying to, you know, channel his probably resentment at the world in spats online, and you know, saying that he'd knock out Lyndon or knock out Kane Musa or Harley Ben, or really doesn't leave.
I didn't see how it started. I just came in halfway through the chapter, like
the first time it started, he came in and put his girlfriend on the camera and went, "You man ain't got no girls around you. Where's your girl at?" And that was the start. So from there, it was like, yes, we've got one here. And then, he's kind of, But from him, I think every single person in Mansfield knows who I am, genuinely. So I think he's done great advertising. If I ever fight in Mansfield, for sure. So shout out to Mansfield.
So how's your media and stuff like that? Who takes care of that?
Which?
Your media, you know.
Me?
You? Well, we've got one little media company as well.
That's the one thing that I've learned. So when my social media is up to 200,000 over all my social media handles, I'm with my nutrition and fitness and then celebrities were asking me, boxers were talking to on podcasts, you know what you're doing, like I say, they don't know what they're doing sometimes. So they was asking, can you help with mine? So I've opened a media company to start helping them.
Like I said, if you do the job of 3 people, it'll take 3 people to replace you.
Yeah,
that's right.
And that's the fact.
Fighters need to focus on fighting and get as many people around them to take over the rest. But listen, I don't want to take any more of your time.
No, I appreciate it.
This gentleman's waiting patiently over here.
Correct.